Hey team, this is the part 3 of the series on me running a very casual vlog on a month-long training that I'm taking on Instagram blogging. My blog is an expert account where I share about the power of photography in marketing. Nobody wants that. Obviously, that's not a selling proposition. However, just to describe it briefly, and I am being challenged in all kinds of ways, in all in ways that I would not expect to be challenged. The first thing that I want to mention is that we were covering the visuals. We were covering the visual appeal of the profile, and I'm a visual professional, or so I thought. This is hilarious. So there's this lady. There's this lady, and she was teaching us about the visuals, about the trends, a lot about the trends. A lot of things I wouldn't agree with. And I will record my own trends video with what I think actual trends are. And I know it will remain just my own humble opinion, just as it is hers. Uh, a lot of things I disagreed with. However, I did learn also a lot of interesting things from just the way this visual person, by the way, they're called brand visualizer brand visualizer, which is awesome. I've never heard that term before, brand visualizer, and that's what I would like to see myself as. However, after having studied her work and a few other people that I have found on the market who do the same kind of service, mostly for, in this case, mostly for Instagram bloggers, I don't think I am one. I have been a photographer for so long. I have developed the style that I thought, well, not really a style. However, I was working in a specific manner that I thought works the best for my clients, and people who came to me wanted that specific thing. However, here I'm looking at people who are basically pulling a bunch of images together, and they are creating the visual appeal of the Instagram profile. An Instagram profile, visual appeal matters only when a new person comes to your profile and they kind of just evaluate whether they want to follow you or not. And you do want to have an appealing profile for that conversion, which is very important in business. We are bringing these people in. We're running a blog in order to grow it, to grow our audience, to establish a very close relationship with them, and to help them with their life's decision, or improving their life, influencing them in some way, or sell things to them, whether it's advertising or your product or somebody else's product. And so not that I wasn't familiar with Instagram feed, there have been interesting trends over the years, seeing how it has been changing. Some people prefer minimalistic, some people go with a specific tone, some people like it pink, some people like a splash of red in all their imagery, and that's fine. However, I never actually sat through a session where a person for about an hour and maybe and a half was just sorting images. She basically had them lined in one of these profile planner apps. I don't know one in English. I will find it because it was actually super convenient to do so. And she was just visually arranging things so that they don't make it too hard to grasp what this profile is about, and yet keeps it very clean, neat, organized, no noise. So she's zooming in and out on images. She's mixing up the color images with black and white. The tone, she's commenting a lot about on the tone. So if it's all dark, for example, it's hard for people to for our eye to latch onto something. So you want to add different things so that I can find a pattern, something attractive to the eye. Like if it's all dark, for example, then the lighter scheme, a lighter tone image will stand out, and that is something that our eye will catch on. However, if it's only one image in the 9 that we're seeing on the screen at any given time when we're inside a profile, 9 or 12, I think, we need to have more than one lighter tone image in order to create a balance. So creating that kind of visual balance, and I explained it very simply. There are different ways. You can play with textures, you can play with close-ups versus for it being further away. That was very interesting. I loved it. I definitely felt challenged, and my ego was injured slightly, like a tinge of how have I never done this, thought of it. My profile is a mess. If you look at my Instagram profile, please don't right now, but hopefully by the end of this course you can go ahead and look, and my visuals will be amazing because now I'm on point. I'm a visual person and my profile is a visual mess. That hurt, man, that hurt. What I did not like is how there is a trend for these bloggers. I'm one of them now, oh my gosh. There's a trend for these influencers, Instagram influencers, to change the covers of their reels as they go down in history, as they go lower and lower in the profile feed. They change the covers to whatever visual that they have chosen, they have planned to use there in that spot, in order for the visual appeal of the profile to be consistent. I did not think of that. I've seen people do that. Frankly, it irritated the hell out of me. I'm going into the profile, I'm scrolling it down. I know the person is an expert on something, and I want to click on the reels where they're sharing something that's something I want to learn from them. And they've gone ahead and replaced all their covers to a beautiful image of whatever without any text. So I don't know what's hiding there. And the only way for me to find out is actually just start scrolling through all the reels. That was annoying, but it did make sense. It did make sense to make all of that visually appealing and consistent with the, you know, curb appeal of your profile. When converting people into followers is important. Apparently that's what we do. I am battling with that idea. I would like to maybe not replace necessarily, but create the title image with the image that I've pre-selected and put a text on it saying what's inside, a hook, so that people can, when they're visiting the profile, they can go ahead and binge some of this stuff, some of this amazing content that I'm creating. So that's my takeaway about the visuals. I have a lot more thoughts to share, but this is already long enough for today, so I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll see you in the next video. Again, my Instagram profile is irinaleoni.co. Follow me there, follow my journey. Let me know what you're thinking of these, and I will be back probably tomorrow. This is fun.